What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Raw Retro Review. Today we are doing the October 11th, 1993 edition, episode number 35 in this series. So like always, we're going to get right into the show, and we get a pay-per-view level type of introduction to start off Raw for Razor Ramon versus Rick Martel for the vacant Intercontinental Championship. It looks like they're at the same arena from the last 2 to 3 weeks. I hope they haven't been sitting here for all this time while they tape these episodes. Same for the wrestlers. The Quebecers come to mind, as well as Martel and Racer, as superstars that have been wrestling long matches in these last couple of weeks. So I hope they had enough rest in between these tapings. So we skip to about the early middle part of the match, if that makes any sense, and Martel starts to work on the back of Razor. Martel puts him in the Boston Crab, then Razor flips him over for a pin, but Martel just barely able to get out. Then the model goes for a flying crossbody and hits it, but Ramon reverses it into another pin for a close fall. Racer then powers up Martel for the Racer's Edge, and when I say powered him up, I mean it. All muscle, nothing less right here on this move. And Racer gets the cover for the win and becomes the new Intercontinental Champion. I remember I had an old channel where I uploaded this entire match back when YouTube wasn't patrolling every inch of their website, and I remember this match being good, but I didn't know how the finish happened. So watching this was like watching it for the first time, and it didn't disappoint. Not a terrible match, not a great match, but right in the middle for a Raw match. This delivered. So next up we have the Head Shrinkers taking on some jobbers. They get the win after a flying splash from the top rope by Samu. Don't know why they keep getting squash matches, but I think it's time for them to move on and get a title shot or something. Owen Hart comes out next to take on a jobber as well, and he picks up the win with a fisherman suplex. I'm cool with a squash match for him because they haven't really featured him as much. So right now when he's on Raw, it's few and far between, so giving him a win every once in a while keeps him on your mind at least. Vince McMahon is in the ring to interview Ludwig Borga. He runs down America and Lex Luger. He makes some valid points, to be honest. Says that Luger had his shot at the title and lost, and he didn't deserve any more chances. Luger then comes out and gets face to face with him in the ring. Luger brings up one of the best get out of America lines, and that's as much as Ludwig complains about being here, he's still collecting an American paycheck. And then another great line, but not because of Luger, just a good line in general. He tells Borga to love it or leave it. Lex challenges him to a fight, but Borga tells him that it's when and where he wants to, and not right now. So I'm guessing this will be by Survivor Series. This match is going to happen. They might make it a Survivor Series tag match. We'll just have to wait and see. So after that, we have Adam Bomb coming out, now with Harvey Whippleman as his manager. The commentary say managers like to trade talent between each other. So Johnny Polo left Adam, and Harvey picked him up. I know it's fake and all, but at least they explained the manager change. Adam Bomb hits the Atom Smasher for the win, and I want to say it again, put him in the feud already. Enough of the jobber matches. Crush is also scheduled to appear next week after missing months with injury, and it seems like he has some beef with Randy Savage, so he will try to iron out any problems between the two of them next week. Then making their Raw debut, the Young Bucks, the Rock and Roll Express, the Smoky Mountain Tag Team Wrestling Champions. It looks like they have some sort of partnership and talent exchange with Jim Cornette and his promotion. So that's why we're seeing them here, and I'm guessing they didn't want Rock and Roll to lose because they were the champions of that promotion. So they didn't want them to lose, so that's why the Heavenly Bodies had the match against the Steiners at SummerSlam. So getting into the match, they hit a double dropkick for the win. As much as they're billed as these two high flyers and innovators, anytime I've seen their old stuff, which isn't much, but anytime I've seen their old stuff, I haven't been amazed by these guys. That's different now because they're old and they're still doing stuff, so that's actually impressive. But looking back at old clips, I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm pretty sure other people were doing the same exact stuff. The Steiner Brothers and Smoking Guns come to mind right away. They've surprised me more with the stuff that they do. But that's it for the show. Let's get to the awards. And again, I haven't mentioned this in a while, but if you have any award ideas, leave them down in the comments and I might switch one of mine for yours or just add them to the list. For the best moment, I have Razor Ramon becoming the new Intercontinental Champion. Alright, so for the worst moment, this has been a while since I typed this out, so I just actually covered it. For the worst moment, I had Rock and Roll Express making their debut, and the reasoning that I have for it is because I didn't understand why they weren't the ones chosen at SummerSlam, but I just kind of answered my own question. So for the worst moment, let's just negate this. Let's just skip over it. For the worst match, I have Adam Bomb versus the Jobber. For the best match, I have Razor Ramon versus Rick Martel. For the wackest performer, to be honest, nobody really dragged this show down. Borga and Adam Bomb would be my front runners for me for this award, but they didn't really make me want to turn the TV off like usual. But if I have to pick one, I'm going to say it was Adam Bomb for still not having anything to do on the show. For the standout performer, I'm going to give this one to Racer Ramon. Good match, and now he's the champion. Can't do much better than that. So this episode is going to get another good rating from me. There were enough segments other than the main championship match that kept me interested in the show, and none of them, like I said, made me want to turn off the TV. So another decent Raw on the road to Survivor Series, and just like that, the year is almost over. I really should have started these reviews when the network came out, and I'd be like mid 2000s by now. But anyways, with that being said, I'm out. I'll catch you guys next time.